What's up, everybody? We're back. Green Valley Ranch once again, checking out their 50-cent roulette machine. I came in for session 1 this morning. I'm doing a single dozen, kind of a extended martingale or expanded martingale progression, or just a single dozen progression in general. So we're picking back up where we left off, $24 from earlier, and we actually made it through. We got enough levels to complete right here for $10.50. So our next goal is going to be $5.50, and I think we're going to go ahead and use the middle dozen again. It treated us good earlier. There's no reason to deviate from that now. So we have a total, this was almost $20. I believe it's $1 shy for the first 8 steps. We acquired the $3.50 plus 50 cents extra, so we now have complete 9 steps. This is our next goal over here, and looking at it, I don't really like how deep you have to go with some of those steps, so we may try to use those as goals, but we may not go that deep. I may think of transitioning over to betting base units of $1 after a certain stage, but we'll see if we can get through. Oh, look at this, off to the right start once again, guys. So middle dozen coming through, and we're going to remember we're in for 24, and we're up to 25 right now. So our goal is going to be $29.50 in order to get that next level right there, or excuse me, $5. So it's going to be, all right, $5 from here. So we need to get up to 29, and we'll be at our goal. That would leave us $15.50, which is enough for the 11th step. So that's probably about as far. Maybe I would go to the 23, 35. As you can see, you start to see the difference right there, the gap. It gets pretty substantial or significant. You know, the whole reason to do, oh, we missed the bet here. The whole reason to do a system like this is to avoid the steepness of a martingale with a 50-50 bet or half the table. As I said before, you're basically, oh, it's 15, so we would have got the hit there. Unfortunately for us, we would have got a back-to-back hit, but I got stuck talking here, so. All right, we're gonna make sure we avoid that mistake in the future. Sorry about that, I am human. I do these all raw and unedited. I have nothing to prove or anything, so whether I win or lose, I'm gonna show these, and it's kind of the point of doing these is for the fun, and so that you guys can see what happens when you push these systems to the edge of what you're capable of or they're capable of. And no system is safe. They essentially all have vulnerabilities, and they will eventually lead you to go broke if you play long enough. They're just kind of a way to kind of outpace the negative variance in the short term to try to come out ahead. But over 1 million spins, no system has ever been proven to beat any gambling game that I'm aware of. If anybody has any contrary articles that I could read, I would love to read them, but as far as I'm aware, it is not possible. All right, 31. So we're gonna get a miss on the first one, or on that step anyway. And unfortunately, like I said, we did miss that before, so we're gonna repeat. And the single step right here calls for 50 cents for the second bet. Essentially, you're getting a 2-to-1 payout. So we're still only betting $1. We're gonna get a $1.50 payout here. We'll be up 50 cents if we can convert. So we're gonna stick with what we have. I did explain in the other video too, we can't use the fast spin bet button. That terminal right there is down, and it's got $5 locked on it. So unfortunately, we're stuck to the pace of the machine, which is a standard 20 seconds, I believe. So it's going to be a little bit longer, or we're not able to slim down that time by utilizing that, but we're going to make it happen either way. Let's go. Let's get that middle dozen. Second spin. Let's go. Looking for 13 through 24. And we're getting 11. All right, so we are going to the third step here for the first time of this session. And so we're putting $1.50 out there, or excuse me, $1. Undo. There's the undo. Clear. There we go. $1 out there. And we're just simply following the sequence that I've written down here. And what this allows, on the first step, you're going to gain 2 units. On the second step right here, we're going to gain 2 units. But pretty much every other step, we're just recouping our initial bet or our previous bet plus a unit profit. So in our case, it's 50 cents. So hopefully we can come out ahead. We are looking to get, what, 10 hits here roughly? If we're looking for a $5 goal, 50 cent units. 10 hits, depending on whether or not we get them on the first or the third step or not. But hopefully we can, once again, ride a positive wave of variance and come out ahead like we did the first session. All right, that's a 25, so that's going to be a miss again. So that's a third dozen there. And that's not what we like to see, but we're going to look at our cheat sheet down here, and that's going to require us going to 3 units or 150 in our case. So we're sticking to the script, sticking with our plan, sticking to our guns. 150 on that second dozen, and I apologize too. The music's getting really loud right now. I'm trying to ramble over it, but sometimes it just YouTube picks up on it, so that portion of the audio might get blanked out. I apologize in advance or after the fact if it has already. But let's continue gunning for that middle dozen. We're on the third step now, $1.50. And we do have enough to go through all this left side right here. We brought enough for the first session to go through $7. We gained the profit for the next step, which is $10.50, so we'll be able to complete that. Let's get that middle dozen. Let's get that middle dozen. That's an 11, so that's a first dozen. So unfortunately for us, we're facing a little bit more negative variance than we did in our first session here. So 150 goes to 2. So we're at 4 units. We're at this step right here, roughly halfway through our allowable steps that we have with our money. Hopefully we can get it. You can experience some pretty nasty runs of single dozens or negative runs. I've seen about 14 or 15. We don't quite have that here. If we got to the end of this, we could, but I don't even think, like I said, I don't think it's worth going that deep. I think I would rather just increase the stakes, but we'll see what happens. Let's see if we can get it here. We're looking for 13 through 24. Send me your love, your positive vibes. Let's make it happen. 13 through 24 is all we need. 12 numbers on there of 38. Oh, it was right next to 34. So unfortunately for us, that is a third dozen. That's going to be a miss. So looking down at our cheat sheet here, looking at our previous bet, we were at $2. That means we're increasing to 3 here. But that's why we have the money. That's why we have the ammo. That's why we made this progression, so we can't withstand some of the negative variance if we face it. And right off the cusp or right off the rip, we're facing it here. So $3, that's our biggest bet yet of the attempted run here. Let's hope we can get it on this level. And this would return $6, which I believe would give us a 1 unit profit. Or return $9 with a $6 profit, which would give us a 1 unit profit in the end, I believe. Let's get that 13 through 24 right now. Let's go. 13 through 24. 0. Woo. The green monster is doing us dirty. All right, so we are having to go deeper into our progression than we have yet, but that's all right. That's what it's there for. Increasing our bet, adding it. So we're at 450 total, as you can see. 9 units, 450. We're 2 steps away from reaching our risk of ruin here, but we're gonna make it through. Glass is always half full. Positive vibes. Send me your love, your 1 times. We'll have a 1350 return here, so we'll be up to 2550 as soon as we get this 13 through 24 right here. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's manifest it. Let's do it together. We did have the green monster show up prior to this. Let's smack our middle dozen right here. 13 through 24. All right, there we go, guys. So sticking to our guns there, going deeper in a progression than we have had to yet, we get what we're looking for. So we are at a new all-time high. As I said before, unfortunately, going that deep, you only gain 1 unit, which at our units, it's 50 cents. So we're at 25.50. 29 is our goal, but positive thing is we're resetting all over again. So a little bit of a wild ride there for the beginning, but we really have to expect that kind of negative variance. We did get fortunate, or we were fortunate in our first session to get a clean sweep there. So hopefully from here on out, it's smooth ride. We can hit that cruise control button. But once again, we're resetting into our progression all over again. So we're starting back at that first level, 50 cent base units. 25.50 is our new all-time high. Let's get to that $29 mark, and we're sticking with that middle dozen. Let's get it back-to-back. Come on, back-to-back. 31. Look at that. We had a 19 and an 18 right there. We couldn't get it. It goes into 31. So we're rinsing and repeating. Or repeating, I should say. Let's see if I'll hit it just in case, but I wish, if because the machine is down or it's locked up, I wish it would override the fact that there's money on there, but unfortunately for us, it does not seem to be the case. So, all right, let's get back to accumulating the profit, getting back towards our $29 goal here. We're 9 minutes in. Our previous session took about 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes to get it done. Second step, looking for that 13 through 24 middle dozen come through for us. Music's getting louder. I gotta get louder. 13 to 24. Let's go. Come on. 13 through 24. 30. And we didn't have anything around it at 26 and 11, so that's all right, to be honest with you. I don't mind missing on that one because we do get the opportunity to get 2 units here. Although it would be nice to get back-to-back hits, you would accumulate more that way. But we're going to make sure we're increasing our bets here. So we're at $1, third step, $1 level. We've been here before. I'm sure we'll be back again. But let's see if we can get down to that base unit level. First step, 50 cents. We're in for $1. Third step, this would return us $3. We'd be at $26.50. and we would be resuming our accumulation. Let's go. Middle dozen, come through for us. Through 24. Let's manifest it right here. Oh, there we go. My favorite number, 17, coming through for us on our level that we really want to hit it on, other than the first. So we are at that 2650 mark that I was talking about, and 29 is our goal. So all we need is 250 more. We will be there. We're gonna drop back down, rinse and repeat, back down to 50-cent base units. So we got to that dollar level, and we're back there now. And the highest we've had to go so far was down to that 450 bet. Let's get back to that easy street here. The easy roads, cruise control. No bumps, smooth ride. 13 through 24 is what we're looking for. We're not changing up or deviating. Come on, middle dozen. And it's funny because I usually use the first and the third dozen, so that's kind of why I chose it. I feel bad. I feel like I've been neglecting the middle dozen by 17 back-to-back, guys. Look at that. Unreal. So 17 just giving us the bounty we're looking for. Unfortunately, you know, I talk about that all the time when I play it. That never happens. And then the time I'm not playing it, I see it run 5 times. I see it back-to-back. It just never happens for me, and I play it all the time. So it is unfortunate for us, but the fortunate aspect is it contributes towards our accumulation. So we are 150 away. Let's see if we can get a back-to-back right here. This would be a pretty sweet hit. Let's get a 17 3 times in a row. That is unreal, guys. I wonder how many times. Sorry I haven't shown this. I got a little distracted, focused on the mission here. But 2 17s in a row. Wow. All right, so 17's right here. So that's the only 2 in 50 spins. Can it go 3? 13 through 24 would return us $1.50. Let's get another third dozen. 22. We get a second dozen there again. Really close to that 17 too. Look at 2 spots away on the wheel. 22, 17, 2 spots away. Look at this, guys. 28.50. So, resuming our accumulation, sticking our bet back out there. That's 3 middle dozens in a row. And if you're doing a parlay, that's a really good return right there. You're going 50 to 150, 150 to 450, and then 450 to 1350, I believe it is. So, that would be a nice parlay. But we're focused on it. Let's get that third dozen, second. I keep saying the third. I'm never usually using the middle dozen, that's why, but let's focus on that middle dozen, 13 through 24, trying to retrain my brain that's our focus, that's our focal point right now. Let's manifest it together. We're actually 13 minutes in, or almost 13 minutes in, so let's see that 13 through 24. Let's go. Oh, 9. So close, but yet so far, so that's not going to be a hit for us. And we're at that second step. And if we get this here, we'll be exactly at our goal, so we'll be looking good either way. We're in a good position right now, thanks to my favorite number 17 coming through for us there. And let's take a look. I forgot to turn these on. Let's see the hot and cold numbers right now. So that's not enough. Those 2 hits aren't enough to put it on there, but got some fire and ice on there. Our middle dozen is responsible, or it's got 2 hot spots on it. No cold spots, which is the good thing. Cold spots, I typically say, I know it's obvious, but when they're running cold, they tend to stay cold. So let's see if we can get that middle dozen for the win right here. 13 through 24. 13:33 is the time I just saw on the camera. Let's get that 13 or 33 right here. Let's go. 13, that's what I'm looking for, sorry. 13, 7, again, guys, 17. Wow. That is unreal. I always talk about how this happens. The times I don't play it, look what happens. It's almost as if the machine's taunting me, it knows. But that's it. Look at that, guys. We accomplished our goal. We came, we saw, we conquered. So this is going to be session 2. Our first one was a success. We started with $20, which gave us all these steps. We left with the extra $350. We added another 5 because we need, let's see, we need $15.50 for that last step right there. So we added the extra $5 right there. We're into 29. That means we officially have all the money for, what is it, 11 steps now. So we're gonna come back, we're gonna do it again. We'll see if we can get that 12th step. We're gonna need a $8 profit on the next one. So it's gradually going up. It's becoming a little bit more of a reach, but that just means the sessions are gonna be a little longer. We're exposed to a little bit more variance, but hopefully we can continue to pull it off. What, a 17 again? What is going on, guys? What? Are you kidding me? I am just 1, 2, 3, 4. I was just talking about this in a previous video, how whenever I don't play the 17, this event happens. So, guys, I'm not out of my mind. I'm not seeing things. I'm not crazy. It's not confirmation bias. You're seeing it happen right here. I mean, do we see if it's going to go 5 times? Let's just wait and see. So, if you're with me this long, maybe you're curious enough to know if my number is going to hit. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in 6 spins, it hits 4 times. Fortunately for us, we were playing it because I would have felt really dirty, but let's see if it hits right here. If it does, I'm just, whew. So let's see what happens. All right, unreal. I can't believe 17's doing this. Oh, it could get there, it could get there. Oh, wow, it was really close, guys. All right, so we're just gonna call it there. Like I said, we came, we saw, we conquered, mission accomplished, second session complete. And once again, I do these all raw and unedited. I don't have any objective or any bias, so you guys are gonna see what happens no matter what. And session 2 is successful. So we started at 20, we're at 29. We're gonna come back, continue the progress, like and subscribe. We appreciate all the support coming at you from Green Valley Ranch. Until next time.